Hey everyone, welcome to Eric H Sports. Today we are talking Mizzou football and the top 10 most important players for the 2020 football season. That's different than top 10 most talented players. Keep that in mind as we go through the list. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to Eric H Sports so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Now let's get into it. Number 10 on the list is Nick Bolton. We all know that he is a stud at linebacker. The reason that he is so important is not just because of how good he is. The fact is, he is the leader of the defense, and that's always important, but it's even more so. It's more important because of the uncertainty of this season with coronavirus and everything's just weird, and first-year head coach. So leadership and talent, it's all the more important of a combination, and Nick Bolton needs to just maintain the level that he was at. Now, number 9 on our list, Larry Roundtree III. You have a new quarterback. Probably Sean Robinson, if I'm guessing. What more can you ask for if you're a new quarterback in a new system with a new coach than a steady running back to ease the pressure? When Roundtree's going, no quarterback is going to feel tons of pressure to throw for 350 yards. That just makes life easier. And that's going to be very important for this 2020 season. Number 8 on the list is Daniel Parker Jr. He is the tight end taking over as Albert O has departed for the NFL. This is his time to shine. He is important because of how many touchdowns Albert O had and the fact that he is a more willing run blocker. He has that reputation as being more willing to just get dirty and just block. And that's going to be important, and the fact he is pretty good running around catching the football. So if he can fill the void left by Albert O and contribute more for run blocking, that can be a huge gain for Mizzou this year. Now, number 7, 2 names, Cameron Wilkins and Devon Nicholson. One of them is going to be the starting middle linebacker opposite Nick Bolton. Whoever it is, that job is crucial. And the reason is that Nick Bolton is going to get so much attention. As we mentioned earlier, he's a stud, and everyone knows it. So offenses are going to focus on him. They're going to try to take him out of the play. Well, if between Wilkins or Nicholson, whichever one is the starter, if they can have a high level of play, it makes it harder for offensive coordinators to just key in on Bolton. If Bolton is the only linebacker who's effective, it's a lot easier for the offenses to just key in on him and just assume that the other linebacker can't make the play. Now, number 6 on our list, Larry Boram, offensive lineman. He had some starts last season, lost his job. Mizzou is losing 3 offensive linemen from the 2019 team. They weren't that great to begin with. They have to be better. And Larry Boram needs to step his game up from what it was a year ago. Same thing with number 5, Hiron White. Another offensive lineman. Got some experience in 2019. Exact same situation. Frankly, 5 and 6 are interchangeable. They just need to be steady because they are 2 of the most experienced returning linemen. And they need to be steady along with Case Cook so that the younger guys, if they struggle, they're the only ones struggling and they're getting picked up by White and Boram and even Case Cook. Now, number 4, Grant McInnes. He is a grad transfer kicker from Kentucky. Tucker McCann is gone. And we all remember Tucker McCann sometimes was effective, but there were times where extra points were a complete adventure. we have to have kicking better than that out of Mizzou football. I mean, an SEC school should not be trotting out a kicker where no one knows what's going to happen. Now, if McKenna goes out there and he is reliable, it makes decision making a lot easier for Coach Drink in those 4th and long situations at like the 30-yard line, 35 even. If you don't have a reliable kicker, you could be at the 25-yard line, and if it's more than 4th and 4 or something, what do you do? So effective kicking can solve a lot of problems that way. Number 3 is Jalen Knox, the wide receiver. And wide receiver is just, it's been so frustrating the last 3 or 4 years for Missouri. There's just, Emmanuel Hall could take the top off the defense with his speed. Jalen Knox needs to be that kind of guy. He may not be as much of a home run threat, but he needs to be a playmaker, because that's going to make it easier for guys like Dominic Jacinto, Damon Hazelton, the grad transfer, guys like that to run around on the shorter and intermediate routes. Number 2, Juyvion Hansford. For about 5 years now, Missouri's defense has struggled to generate pressure without blitzing. And it's just a dramatic fall off from the days of D-line Zoo and all that. But Hansford needs to be able to generate more pressure. Chris Turner has been around and he's been effective, but he's not a rusher. He doesn't generate a lot of pressure. Juyvion Hansford needs to be that guy to get in there and disrupt the quarterback's rhythm. Number 1 on our list of most important players, well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, in football, the quarterback. It's unlike any other position in sports. So, Sean Robinson. I'm assuming Sean Robinson, given Connor Bazelak's injury, I don't think he'll be quite ready to go. So, Sean Robinson. He's mobile, which I think could be a huge plus in Coach Drink's system. The arm is capable. And it's as simple as how he goes, so goes Missouri's football season. Quarterback is the one position where you can say that about just about anybody, but I don't know. It's so different from any other position in sports. He has to be effective. If nothing else, don't turn the ball over, and at least make defenses respect your ability to throw. If he does that, I think Missouri could be looking 7-8 wins. I'll go through the schedule later on, and we'll come up with a prediction at some point. Well, that's it for my top 10 list for most important players. What do you think? Did I miss somebody? Do you disagree? Leave some comments. Let's talk about it. We'll see you next time.